and welcome to Stage Door. I want to ask you a little favor before we start. Please, can you like, share, and subscribe? I know that not all of you are subscribed, and it really helps us out. So, press that little button, that little bell, and subscribe so that you know when we've put another episode up. And here's Michael.
Yes, I'm Michael, and you are.
Divina! And you know
And
what we're
yes, we
doing,
are.
Michael?
We're going all around the country to stage doors to meet your favorite theatre stars.
And we're doing that virtually because Nana doesn't want to travel. Basically, we're getting all the news and gossip about what's happening in the theatre world and with these amazing musical theatre stars.
Yes, and today we are touring with Waitress because we have the wonderful Jamie Doncaster with us. Woo! I love the dancing.
Oh yeah.
How are
Thank you so much
you?
for having me. I'm doing really well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's we are currently in Bristol and I'm in stunning digs because it's my birthday week this week, so I just kind of wanted to be comfortable.
Well, happy
Nice.
birthday,
Thank
Jamie
you. Thank
Doncaster.
you. Divina to Campo.
I hope you
It's an
have the
honor.
most wonderful birthday. That's exciting. And
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
bit like that, isn't it, touring? You sort of have to pick and choose where you're going to treat yourself.
Exactly, and do you know what it is? This was something that because I've never toured before. I'm sure we'll get into that. I've
Ah,
never done a tour before, and I just knew that I wanted to tour. You kind of can't really tour within your own terms in this industry because of, money and subs and whatever. But I just knew that for my birthday week, I wanted to be as comfortable as I possibly can. So I spent a little bit more money. There's a hot tub in the back garden, and yeah, I
You're
know.
currently losing money on this.
Currently losing my, I'm paying them.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. No, but yeah. There's my birthday's on a Wednesday matinee, like the Wednesday matinee days as well, which is a little bit annoying, but it's all good. I'm so comfortable here, and we were just in Belfast, so I've spent a long weekend here, and we don't
Uh-huh.
start until tomorrow, so it's been lovely.
Lovely. So you
Yeah.
are touring, as you said, with Waitress at the moment, which is
Hmm.
just an absolute beast of a show. It's such a massive, massive show. And you saw Waitress 10 years ago on Broadway. So
Hmm.
was it always a dream of yours to eventually get into the cast?
Oh my God, absolutely. It was the first show that I actually saw on my own. Just period. Like I remember going to New York, it was a family holiday, and I booked to see a load of shows, and I heard about this new musical called Waitress, written by Sarah Bareilles, and it was this new big thing in America at the time, and you know, it was a very last minute decision to go and book a ticket to it, but obviously, we'd spent all these money on these tickets that my mum and dad were like, "You're gonna have to do this on your own." And I was so scared to go to the theatre on my own. I'm not really sure why, but then I was watching it and I saw the original Broadway company and I was just completely and utterly just in awe of what I was watching. I sat right at the back of the mezzanine, and at the time, it wasn't necessarily like there's something for me in this. I just loved it so much that if there was a chance to do it in the future, obviously I would have jumped at it. Um, but my audition process for this was really weird because I auditioned for it the week before we started rehearsals. Yeah,
How
yeah,
did that
yeah,
happen
yeah.
then?
So I think what had happened was they'd done the casting process from the December just gone, and then they didn't know, like they weren't sort of sure, so they kind of put the feelers out more, and they had a few tracks to fill a week prior to starting the rehearsals, and I was in this big group of people, trying to be in Waitress, and then I did one audition, and then luckily that was that. It landed so beautifully within my lap, and I'm so grateful it did.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I've just had the same experience really with Cyclone, that I'd sort of auditioned and then found out the week before rehearsal started. And I was in the middle of rehearsals for something else. So I came into the room 4 days after everybody else had already started. And some of the cast already know the show, you know, they've done it already. So there were two new people out of the cast of 7. And so I'm sat there with the book in my hand going, I don't know any of this. So what was that like coming into the room? Because there's with a week, you know, like you say, you're touring and you're doing all of that stuff. So you have to sort out gigs, you have to sort out all your logistics, you have to sort out all of that stuff. So then coming into the room, you must have been like
100%, and I think as well, because like you say, because it was a tour and I'd never toured before, and a touring is a big life, as you guys know, like just a life adjustment, a lifestyle change, everything, you know. So it was like, at the time I didn't necessarily think about it, because I was just like, I'm just going into kind of I probably know there's about 1 audition here, so I might as well just go in and have the best time. And I didn't really think about it. I just finished a Christmas job, and then I just went into this audition thinking, I don't really know what's next for me, but I love this musical and I'm going to give it, you know, the best shot that I can. And I did the Dr. Pomater material and the Ogie material. And I had such a lovely audition process that I kind of was like, I don't want to leave here without a job. So I remember when I was doing all my Ogie stuff, and obviously that's a very funny, eccentric character anyway, I was just absolutely going for it, pedal to the metal. Like, I got on the table, I stood on chairs, I was running about like a lunatic, but I was just like, I really want this. And luckily I found out a few days after that I'd booked it, thank God.
Wow. Oh, well done.
Yeah, but it was daunting, you know, like, but that's kind of like the industry now. Like, I think you can go into it, do 1 audition, and all of a sudden your life just is completely changed overnight, and you're now on this tour. You know what I mean? Like, that was very much what it was for me. And
has performing always been something that you wanted to do, like when you were younger? Like, take us right back to growing up.
Absolutely. Like, I was never really academic, still not academic. Like, you know, I had such crazy ADHD when I was a kid that I just wanted to get up and sing and dance, etc. And I didn't really. I would watch like movie musicals all the time, like The Sound of Music and everything like that, and it wouldn't necessarily be a thing that I wanted to do until I went to Stagecoach. You know Stagecoach?
Yeah.
I went there from the age of like 11 because I had such terrible confidence, and then did that for about 7, 8 years, and then I just kind of knew from then, like, I hated school so much that every Friday when I knew I was going to Stagecoach for the 3 hours, it was going to be like a safe haven for me to just be myself and just be with my friends and sing and dance and act and have a good time. So that was when it was a hobby, and then you get into it in the industry and you go, oh, right, it's serious now. But yeah, it's for as long as I can remember. Yeah.
You do still have to hold on to that joy, though, don't you? Because I know if I allow myself to get too serious about it all, I am absolutely rubbish then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I think, you know, people, you know, the audience can smell the fear, can't they?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you have a good time with it. And I had to learn the hard way. Like, I've been through like weird experiences in my career thus far where I have taken it far too seriously, where I've gotten very like vocally conscious and gone, oh my God, I can't, hold on, there's something weird, I can't sing now, I can't sustain, what am I going to do? They're going to think that I'm bad, like crazy imposter syndrome that took a while to get out of. But I just think it's because we care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, there is a line, I definitely think, where you care a little bit too much, and that's when you lose all the enjoyment, because then it becomes something that it was never at the start, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I got to see Standing at the Sky's Edge, and you were in it as part of the original cast, weren't you? So
Original in West End, yeah.
Yeah. And so was that a completely new reimagining of that character for you?
Yeah, like
There's some shows they go, this is the character, this is where you stand, this is what you do with your face, this is this is that, do that, and it's, you know, they want this, and you just have to be that actor doing that thing. Whereas was this a more creative process?
Absolutely, and I think because they just come from a sold out run at the National Theatre, and I think when coming into rehearsals, and I saw it twice at the National, and I didn't think there was anything for me in this show. I just loved it so much, from like a working class northern background to, you know, seeing all of this, you know, musical about a brutalist housing estate in Sheffield. Like, what the hell? That's insane, and it meant so much to me at the time when I watched it. So again, never in my wildest dreams, I think, to be in it. And when we got into rehearsals, it was very much like, this is the new production of Stand at the Sky's Edge. Obviously the basis of it was the same, but everything was so collaborative. Like, we had so many workshops with Lynn, the choreographer, and we were trying out so many different things, and it is such a human show. Kind of like Waitress in a way. I sometimes say it's a bit like in terms of the movement and stuff, it's kind of like the UK version of Waitress in a way, I think, anyway. And it's such a human show that I think we were allowed to have all the human elements and bring ourselves to it as much as we could, which was dreamy. Yeah. So amazing.
Yeah, I got to see it towards the very end of the run. I think I was there in the sort of last couple of weeks of it, and
Did you see it at the Jamie Doncaster?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was just, the best thing. I don't think I'll do anything that was as life-changing as that. Like, it just completely changed my life, and I'll get emotional thinking about it because it was just meant so much to me at the time. Yeah, it still does. Still the gift that keeps on giving.
I want to know, what is your favorite musical? Like, just all in, what doesn't have to be something you want to be in, doesn't have to be anything particular, just do you have a favorite?
This is so ridiculous, but Standing at the Sky's Edge became my favorite musical when I saw it at the National. And because I loved it so much the first time, that I went to see it again the second time. And I know that sounds so ridiculous, but I just loved it so much that I was like, this is my favorite musical now.
I never saw it. I'm so annoyed that I didn't see it. I know. I'm sure I had tickets and then I couldn't go or something, but everyone that I know has seen it said it was the best thing ever. So
oh my God. And like, as I say, it you know, and to work with the people that I was working with, like I was working with Rachel Wooding, who I'd seen in so many things, Laura Pitt Pulford, Joel Harper Jackson, and I just want to say really quickly, like, when I met with my agent after leaving drama school, you know, the first meeting I had with her, she said, who's like one of your idols in the sort of MT world? And I said Joel Harper Jackson, because he is a gay actor and doesn't allow himself to get pigeonholed into playing just gay characters or playing gay or anything like that. That I remember sort of watching him and being completely in awe of him in so many other productions, that when I found out I was doing it with him, I was just like, what is my life now?
And was it right to meet your idol? Is it okay to meet your idol? We love Joel here at Stage Joel. Was he everything you...
Was it nice to meet him? We love him. Don't say anything awful.
Just so you know.
He's honestly, he's one of the nicest people, one of the most talented people, and one of the most normal people you've ever met. I don't know if you guys have met him, but he's just gorgeous, and I'm so happy for him and everything he's doing in Sinatra, and he's just taken over in the most beautiful way. I'm so happy for him, and he's here now, so it's great.
I knew him before he even went to stage school. I've known him for over 20 years.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I've known him for a really long time. We're going to play a game. Are you ready?
Ooh. I think you're going to be really good at this.
Yeah, I think so too. What we want is we want you to name as many musical theatre song titles as you can in 30 seconds. Okay, musical theatre song titles
You can do the
in
whole of
30
Waitress if you want.
seconds.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
you could do it however you like. Are you ready? Are you steady? Michael will count because I am not very good at counting. Where is the screen? There's the screen. It's got to be in the right place. Oh, it's gone again. There. Okay, ready, steady, go.
What's inside? Opening up. The negative. Take it like an old man. When he sees me, she used to be mine. What bacon can do. I love you like a table. Never getting rid of me. Soft place to land. After the rain. You can't stop the beat. Good morning, Baltimore. The nicest kids in town. The Sound of Music.
Time's
Go
up.
With Me.
It's
I'll
very
give you
good.
16. 16, that's good. I thought you were going to
Yeah, that's
get
very
20.
good.
You were on about 10,
Yeah.
about halfway through.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
you
16.
really smashed it. No, that was
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
great. That was
good.
I'll
really
take
good.
that. I'll take
We've
that.
had people with 5 before, so don't worry.
Musical
We say
theatre.
10. 10's a good ballpark.
Yeah.
No, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we all know, I think you've mentioned it already, that auditioning can be tough or it can be very quick in your case. Aside from, obviously, you mentioned about your audition for Waitress,
Mhm.
are there any other auditions that you've had that you could share with us that were particularly interesting or
Yeah. When I did Muriel's wedding at Leicester Cove, again, another brilliant show, another brilliant experience. I think I did about 8 or 9 auditions within the
Wow.
space of what felt like 2 or 3 weeks because it was an Australian creative team that had done the show before and in Australia, I think they did it in Melbourne and a stint in Sydney as well. And they'd done it and they'd wanted to bring it over to the UK for the first time. But they were only there for just like a short amount of time, obviously, because they were only here for a short amount of time. And I remember going in and I think from what I gathered, they liked me, but they just didn't know where to put me within the show, hence why I was being brought in all these times. So I was being seen for Muriel's love interest, and I was being in for her brothers, and they kept on bringing me in and bringing me in and bringing me in. And at the very, very last round, I think this was like my 9th round, 8th round or something, they brought me in for one of the ABBA boys, because in the musical, ABBA are kind of like Muriel's Greek chorus, and they come to life and they speak Swedish and they sing to her, and it's hilarious and right up my street. And again, by that point, I got given the sides by Stuart Burt, and I was just like, right, I'm not. I don't really want to leave here without a job. It's such a hefty audition process that I just kind of went in and I just went balls to the walls, crazy, doing a horrendous Swedish accent. But again, they were laughing at probably how bad it was that they probably felt sorry for me, and they just thought we're just going to give them the job. But but yeah, so that this is the thing. It can really span that was 8 or 9 rounds, and it was so full on. But then, like when I did Christmas Carol at the Old Vic as well, I just did the 1 round for that as well. Got brought in like really really late on, so I think it can just depend. It's crazy. It never ceases to amaze me how quickly your life can change in the space of 1 audition or 10. I don't know. You know.
So after the auditions, you get the job. Have you got any rituals or habits that you like to do before you go on stage, before a show? Is there anything that you have to do?
Yeah. Well, what's lovely in Waitress at beginners is we all do a pie circle. So obviously Jenna has so many names for all these pies that she makes within the show that we all gather around on the stage at the beginner's call, and we all take it in turns to name a pie every show. And so it can really vary day to day what it is, what someone's going through, what someone wants to say. And it's just a moment where we can just kind of center each other and just be there for each other before the curtain goes up. And it's so lovely. It's so, so, so lovely. And we
I'd
do
be
it in
so scared to do a good one. I'd be like, here we go again,
Well,
because
this
it's another
honestly,
show pie.
yeah, and a lot of the time it is just that. Like Another beautiful Blackpool pie, woo. You know, and it's just. But I remember at the start of rehearsals when we were doing all these runs, we were like, "Love you so much. This is really special, and we're all best friends for life." Pie, yeah. And obviously, you know, as the tour kind of goes on, you're like, "Yeah, let's do it Saturday matinee pie," you know, and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's
Praying for Dan to go off so I can have a go pie.
yeah, exactly. No, you know, it's so lovely, and as I say, because it's such an ensemble piece that I think is just great that we all connect. And obviously, not everyone is beginners at the very, very start, but everyone comes down and does the pie, which I think is just so lovely.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, so we do that. So that's the main one, and that's probably one of my favorite parts of doing the show, to be honest.
You can do when this episode airs, you can say, "Go and listen to my podcast episode pie."
Yes, period. I think I will have to. I think I'll have to. When I told everyone, when you guys got in touch, I came into the dressing room and I was just like, "You'll never guess what I've been asked to do."
I love that. But they were like, "Get me in."
I was like, "Wait, get in line, get in line."
Yeah, get in line.
Yeah.
All right, so you're currently a waitress. What's
Mm-hmm.
the dream role moving forward?
Oh God, you know, my dream role, I think, is I'd love to be Hester in Operation Mincemeat.
Okay.
Like, I just think that is such a brilliant show, and again, such an ensemble show anyway. Only like what, 5 people on stage or whatever. Like, I just think it's such a clever show, and I think that song that Hester sings in the show, Dear Bill, is such a beautiful song, sorry, and I would love to give it a go. Like, yeah. But there's so many things. I'd love to do something original as well. When I was 18, like the Holy Grail was to be Marius, you know? And I think as more things kind of come in, like, you know, you see yourself doing different things, and the kind of trajectory of my career has totally gone off on a very different path to how I saw it initially. Like, doing Sky's Edge as my first show, I never assumed that would be my ballpark at all, but yeah, I just think I'm just excited to see what's next, to be honest. There's nothing really that I'm like desperate to do that, other than Mincemeat. I'd love to give that a stab, but yeah.
Stunning.
Amazing.
We have one final game for you, my love. So all that's going to happen is I'm going to sing a line, and then you just have to put the next line in.
Great.
Okay? Which, I mean, bearing in mind what's happening in your life right now, it would be remiss of us not to. So,
Okay.
She's imperfect, but she tries.
She is good, but she lies.
Yay! Very good.
Well done. That was easy. Seamless.
Yeah, it was. Perfect.
So
where can people find you, darling Jamie, on socials?
So I'm just going to double check.
You wouldn't be the first.
I actually can't remember. So on X, I'm _ Jamie Doncaster, and on Instagram, I am Jamie.Doncaster.
Jamie.Doncaster. Gorgeous. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us today. Enjoy the rest of the tour. How long have you got left?
We've got, I think, 10 weeks left.
10 weeks left. So there's still plenty of time to get your tickets.
Yeah, please book your tickets.
Where's your last show?
We're going through like a real exciting cast change as well. Like, we've got a new Becky joining us in a few weeks, and we've got Lucy Jones joining us for the last 3 weeks of the tour. Like, it's a lot of exciting things happening. So please book your tickets and come see us. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous. We shall see you there. Thank you, Jamie, my love.
Thank you so much. See you soon.